Hello and welcome to Backwine Podcast, the podcast where anything goes. I'm Chris.
I am Dale.
And I'm Ollie!
Projecting your voice, I like it.
So I like it. See, Ollie is now much louder because we have had some feedback where he is a bit quiet, so well done all.
Thanks. I'm listening to the fans.
There you go.
Doing what they ask.
Okay, so this is episode 3. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
You guys good?
I'm having a great time.
Good. And before we get into any questions, I just want to say two things. Number one is that we're now on iTunes. Yay!
Yes, we are.
Well, thank you. So we're really chuffed for that. And just find us on iTunes again, Backwine Podcast. And another thing, something that you brought up last week. May I be frank?
Oh yeah.
I watched it.
Did you enjoy it?
I watched it today. Well, I thought it was all right, but I guess I look at it as a film point of view rather than the man himself. I actually did like Frank. I thought he was pretty interesting, and I liked his way of life. Well, like how honest he was with himself and really going for it. The end result was okay, but I know it's an ongoing thing, and it ended, and it was like, yeah, he did well, and then shall I say what happened? Because I don't want to in case.
See it. Spoiler alert.
You did say you would see it, so I don't want to spoil it.
It's not really. Do you think it's something that would spoil the film?
No,
He died.
I guess no, he did. It was. It was. He did well, and then it went into text when he relapsed. He took more drugs, and I was like, oh. And then again, he's been drug free ever since. So I was like, well, in my opinion, he didn't have to say that. I know it's the truth, and it's. But and then they had a little seminar with him at the end, and showing how he changed. And I like that bit. I was like, oh, he has turned his life around. That's good. It was very hippy dippy with like some of the places he went to,
exactly
and
Hippy dippy.
I remember the name of the cafe was Cafe Gratitude.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name of it, but that's why I liked it. Is because
I didn't. They were just like all the guys were behind him, and they were annoying as hell. And this doctor was really annoying. Yeah, I did.
Why?
They just really annoyed me. Just the way they were just like, oh yes, and feel to love yourself, the earth, and shut up. But
I'm totally with it.
No, I know you are.
All for
But
big
I watched
tree
it
hugging.
because you said it. Did you guys watch Blackfish?
I didn't, but I did think of it.
No, I will admit I completely forgot both of those things.
I think I'm going to.
Good.
I didn't this week, but I was thinking about it the other day, and I think I'm just going to get over my not wanting to.
We did say in the last one we would at least do some research around it or watch it, and
So
true to my word, I wanted to, just to say,
Oh, I
Ollie, I said it.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I forgot.
But one thing,
Sorry.
the thing I think I liked about the film, and even though it said like he relapsed and then started again, is the kind of message that life isn't about. It's not something you achieve; it's a process.
Yeah.
And even though he'd done so well, there's always that thing that makes you fall off. But it's not. It's not how many times you fall off that counts. It's how many times you pick yourself back up.
Is it?
That's on a poster, isn't it?
I have no idea. But apparently, that's life, isn't it?
That is life.
That is
Doesn't matter
life.
how many times you fall over, as long as you pick yourself back up,
Otherwise you'd be on the ground all the time.
or you just stay on the ground.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Just a different way of it. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you watched it. No one else really pays attention to what I say.
No, I said I would, and I watched it earlier on today, so it was all right. I think I looked at it more of a film point of view than what you did. But
I think I looked at it more of a personal struggle point of view. But
exactly.
wasn't it amazing, the transition
Yes.
from him being a hugely...
Oh, I agree. You could see the transition on him, and that was interesting.
And he looked like a balloon to begin with.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
And
And
he looked like a deflated
fair play
balloon
to
afterwards.
it. I do appreciate how he did stick to it even after he relapsed. So, yes.
Fair play.
Anyway,
Good on him.
Yes.
Oh, good.
So
I'm glad.
I will start with the first question because I've been dying to ask you guys this. I have a couple of answers in my head, so I'll just ask it. What is your favourite, or in your opinion, the best video game you've ever played? And I know you don't play them anymore, but obviously you've had your favourites in the past, and you like video games as well. I know you do.
Yeah. There's just so many different answers.
Yeah, but
That's true.
No, I agree. I mean, I think maybe me and you have one of the same.
Which would be
Metal
Metal Gear, yeah.
See, can I choose two?
Yeah, sure, you could choose two.
Right, okay.
I
First,
But
I thought
you
you
have
meant,
to-
can I choose Metal Gear 2? I was like, okay, you're number one, you're number two.
Mine's not Metal Gear.
And
Okay,
I go,
good.
It was for a long time, and I could probably argue both, but I'll tell you my next one. But
Go for it.
Why two? Is this because they both made you feel different things?
No, one because the first game I'm going to choose was just one of the best games I've ever played. I spent hours and hours on it, and I'm really excited for the remake that's coming out soon. The second choice is just because it took up 2 years of my life, and I could just replay it over and over again without, time. I'll just lose time playing that. Not because it's a particularly great game, just because of the enjoyment that I got out of playing it. So the first one was Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
And I got, it's so stupid. I got a PlayStation 1 for Christmas one year, and with it came a copy of Final Fantasy VII, Crash Bandicoot, and Croc, I think it was.
Can I just stop you right there? Have you played Final Fantasy VII, Dale?
I have never played a Final Fantasy game and do not wish to.
Okay, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII, so we're very new on this. So go on.
Well, first day I put the disc in, and you know the layout, yeah? It's kind of like a 2D
Yeah.
view,
Yeah.
look down view, bird's eye view, and like all the backgrounds are pre-rendered, so it's just your character walking around a picture, pretty much. Do you remember the first bit where you jump off the train and you're running through the reactor
I played
thing?
it so long ago, I don't think I do.
Well, basically, I got
Sorry.
like 10 minutes into the game and got lost. I couldn't figure out where to go. And it was essentially just because I was being an idiot and I couldn't determine that this was a path through because it looked like it was blocked.
Okay.
So I quit the game for months. Came back
Just
to
10
it.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, fuck this, I'm playing Crash Bandicoot.
I'm going to go rap.
Yeah, well,
To Crash Bandicoot.
so I came back to it a couple of months later, realised that you could just run under that pipe, and it just opened up a whole thing for me. So I started playing the whole game. Went and bought a manual, which was like a guide to walk through, and it showed you the best setups and stuff. And it was just one of the best games I've ever played. Involving, the story was amazing. The systems, like the battle system, so it's not real time battling. You're not, shooting somebody as they're shooting you. You get to choose.
Yeah.
Do you want to hit this person with magic? Or
Yeah, I don't like that.
I didn't think I would.
No.
But for some reason I took to it, and I must have spent about 100 hours on that game.
Wow.
Yeah, and I loved it every single minute.
I have an experience with Final Fantasy VII, which my best mate still doesn't let me forget because I couldn't get past the first. I think it's the first boss, and it was like I think maybe it was a giant scorpion. It was something like that, and the text came. It said, "Attack it while its tail's in the air," or something like that.
Don't attack it while its tail's in the air, because if you do, it'll counter-attack with a...
Something like that, yeah. But and then he said, "Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that text. Don't read it. That doesn't make sense." And I was just thinking, but the game's telling me to, and he's told me to do the absolute opposite, which was the right thing to do, and that pissed me off.
What happened? The thing he told you was the right thing to do.
But the game told in the
The game said, either attack it when his tail's up in the air, or I'm paraphrasing because I really can't remember it that well, but I remember
That's what it is,
it being the opposite of what you had to do, and he showed me. But he always makes fun of me to this day, like you couldn't get past the first boss,
I never
and
had any trouble.
so I gave up since then. I was thinking, well, why is the game telling me that when it should be the other way? Stuff like that annoys me.
Just keep hitting it with Bolt.
So
obviously, like-
and you just don't care about Final Fantasy, full stop.
Never been interested.
I can see why. It's not something that, like, I didn't look at it and go, "Oh my god, Final Fantasy."
Yeah.
It was just after I gave it about 3-4 hours, I was like, I love this game,
Fair play.
so I got into it.
There's a Final Fantasy film,
Yeah,
animated film.
yeah.
Really enjoyed that.
Is that Advent Children?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
So a while
That was
ago.
like not the first, but like a properly animated movie, wasn't it? That Final Fantasy film.
I
Okay.
don't know. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that, I don't mind the storyline, I don't mind like the basis. I think it's just the gameplay that I really don't like about it. It's just the whole thing of you just walk in, then you eventually end up in this battle that kind of comes out of nowhere, and then it's you choose who to hit, and do you want to hit him with this or do you want to hit him with that? It's like real life, you'd be smashing each other's face in there and then.
Yeah, but real life there isn't a big metal scorpion.
What if there is though?
Well, then you hit it with Bolt,
Well,
and you don't hit it while its tail's up.
yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, but no,
Well,
that's sort of
I
it's
get
just
Like my brother's the same. He's
never
like,
been
why
interested.
the hell would you want to play a
But-
turn-based battle game?
Is that
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this was his question, so thank you, John.
Oh, was it?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it! I was talking to him today, and I said I refuse to answer any of his questions.
Nice.
You fucking you trapped me.
I didn't even know.
You didn't say, John wrote in with this question.
It was mine, but I thought I'd give him the recognition because he tweeted us and he gave us that question. So thank you, John.
Cheers, John.
Track my answer. I'm not answering it.
Yes, you are.
Well, Skeen plays those games.
Yeah.
A friend of ours called Skeen. And he loves them. He's played them all. Chris plays them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That's not me, that's someone else.
Yeah, sorry.
You play Final Fantasy.
No, my friend
His
Chris.
other friend,
another
Chris.
friend Chris.
Right, you pointed at Chris.
Sorry, because he knows Chris.
And he also is
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
You understand why that was
Yeah, my
misleading to me.
apologies. I've seen a bit of the gameplay. I don't like the gameplay, but the storyline is not too bad, and the little captions in there, like the little scenes and stuff, they're pretty good.
Cutscenes.
The cutscenes, yeah, they're pretty good. But otherwise, I just really not interested. Never have
I'm
been.
excited for the remake, but it means I'm going to have to buy a PlayStation.
They're
4
remaking
for it.
7.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Have
no,
you
I
not-
did.
have
I
you not
heard about
seen
that.
any of it? It looks incredible.
I'm sure it does. Hopefully they fix that bloody text.
Yeah, no doubt they will. But there was another Final Fantasy released, Final Fantasy 12, I think it was, and they had a great battle system where as you were walking around, you could see the enemies, so you could avoid them if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But then you could set up things called gambits for each character, and you had, say, 8 gambit slots, and you could put them in order of which you wanted to do. So Gambit 1 would be if... Oh, I sound like such a nerd. Gambit 1 would be like, this character attacks the nearest enemy. His second gambit would be if he falls below like 20% health, he'll cure himself. So the battle sort of played out on its own, and you just watched it.
Yeah, so I don't
you
like
set it up beforehand,
Yeah.
and then you just went in and did it, and I found that amazing.
I didn't like
So I'm hoping they bring that system back for the remake of 7. Because I don't think turn-based battle would work well now on a game that they're trying to get a realistic...
Yeah.
Not a realistic...
So that
feel.
remaking it, but like jazzing it up as it
Yeah,
were.
they're tweaking.
Tweaking it.
Because you didn't get... to
I
very
never
far
got
in the
past
game.
that stupid scorpion. So.
There's a part of it where you've got to sneak into a whorehouse,
Okay.
but they only let women in, and you're the main character, Cloud. So you're a guy. So you've got to go around the little slum village, and sort of do little tasks. And if you do this task, you get like silk panties. If you do this task, you get a nice dress. And you've got to dress up as a woman. You've got to dress up as a woman to sneak in to save your friend. But like one of them, there was one task you had to do where you went into this place and you chose which room you went into, and one room was like you went and got a massage or something. The other room was
With
you
some
went
silk
into a
panties
hot tub.
This is so weird.
Exactly. This is why I don't think will translate well to the new, because the new remake looks like it's got quite a dark theme.
Okay.
But in this,
That's what
one-
everything is now, though.
Yeah, I
Dark.
know.
There's no light.
No, but
Sorry.
in this you went in the room and then like 12 big muscle men in tight whiteys came in and followed you, and they were like transvestite bodybuilders, and you had to pretend to be like cool with them. It was
What is this game?
exactly. It was really weird, but it was such a fun thing to do at the time. But I don't think it'll translate well to the remake.
No, I don't
And
think
this is
transvestite bodybuilders will too.
This is what other people are worried about, so I've heard. But I loved the game. The game was amazing, and I started replaying it recently, but I didn't have time to go through the whole thing.
Cool.
Cool.
We'll go back to your second one.
It's fine. Just take that as my first.
Okay,
the
we'll
other,
take it
one,
as your
the other
first.
one was Call of Duty, and that's just because I can grind out hours just killing people, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know,
Bit of
Fair
COD.
play.
Yeah.
Got you.
so
So, Dale,
that's me.
Cool.
tell us yours.
At first, I was going to go with Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Just the whole saga, the whole
You
series.
don't have like a favourite
But it
chapter, episode? What?
probably would have been the first one, just
Okay.
because it was the one that got me into it all, and it was unique. It was amazing. I love the whole Assassin's background and everything, but as it got to the Assassin's Creed 3, I think it was too much of an open world game for me.
I've heard that's the problem, yeah.
Not obviously, there's nowhere near like Skyrim and stuff like that. It's nowhere near any of that. But obviously, it was more an open cast games. So I'm not a fan of those. I like the ones where you just got a distinct path. You just go there, do this, and you're done. So I wasn't a fan of that. But other than that, they were absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go with Dead Space.
Okay.
Have you ever played?
I think I played the demo or something, and I got quite scared.
Yeah. Okay, so
Is that
that's
the
one
with the
reason.
free-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plasma cutter.
I've heard of it, but never played it. I don't think I've ever even seen like any screen
Okay,
caps of it
cool.
or whatever. So,
So basically, it's
I'm not the biggest gamer, as you know.
yeah,
so.
main guy called Isaac.
Okay.
He it's all in space.
Is it
Go
first
on
person?
planets and stuff like that. It's third over the shoulder.
Oh, I like third.
Yeah.
Can't stand
And
first.
there's like necromorphs and stuff like that. So it's like dead things coming back to life, and and all these things. But basically, it's a horror game.
Okay.
They introduced co-op into the third game, which quite enjoyed. But yeah, it was a really good. I thought it was a fantastic game, and I was on the Xbox 360, and that was a game I wanted to go back to so much to get every single achievement.
Nice.
And the first two, I believe I did. Third one I didn't, because I started going out gaming and stuff. But
that's good.
the first two games, I think I got
100%.
100%.
But that's good. The fact that you wanted
even the harder difficulties.
you wanted
like
you wanted to go back and do it, which
Yeah.
obviously says that's a game I love.
Yeah.
Is
Do
that
you-
important to you? I don't think I've
Well,
ever
no,
100%.
Games I play now, yes.
Yeah.
Never used to be.
Why?
When I
Why? Why do you feel the need to 100%?
I recently completed Tomb Raider, the new one, Rise of the Tomb Raider, 100%.
Nice.
I don't care about getting all the achievements, but I do care about completing the whole story. The game itself. Achievements,
right.
I'm not
As
really
in,
that
like-
bothered by, but
Well, even like collectibles and
that's-
stuff like
yes,
that.
collectibles and everything. I like that because then you really have finished the game.
Yeah.
I used to think, and Dale knows this, just doing the story was perfectly enough. And
But you miss out
'cause
a lot of
him
other stuff.
and Skeet introduced me to Batman, the Batman games, which again was on my list, but it's not the top. And I never used to go get the collectibles, didn't I? I was
No.
like, just do the story and then you're
Do the
done.
story and you're
and
done,
then
the collectibles, like
I
the
went
like
to-
Joker trophies and stuff like that.
I went to
and everything,
collectibles,
Riddler
and I
trophies.
loved it. So ever since playing them, I like to complete it 100%. As far as achievements go, because I mean, you on Rise of the Tomb Raider, it's got game completed 100%. I'm like, great, I'm done.
That's done.
I'll play it again,
Right.
but yeah, I think it matters because you've played the game to the max.
Okay. See, that never bothered me.
So you just play the storyline and that's it.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
fair.
happy
That
to
is
do
100% of
like
the game,
that.
technically.
But like
but-
old games were like that.
Yeah.
They weren't like collectibles
Yeah.
like they are now. So
Yeah.
Another thing that really just amazed me in it. I don't
Is
know
this Dead
why.
Space?
Yeah, still Dead Space. That one of the enemies is probably one of the best enemies I've ever seen in a game. I can't remember the name of it though. But no, I'll tell you what it is. It's basically this really lanky like monster, again, it's necro something. Really lanky thing. It makes this like, do you know, like a whale call? It makes like a proper. Well, maybe not as much as that, but yeah, it's like a foghorn in between, like a foghorn and a whale call. Okay, no.
shall I try?
Yeah, go on in. No, not even that at all. No, okay,
Can I do one more?
go on in. No.
That's a boat coming into port, isn't it?
That's what you did, like a foghorn. Like a
No, so anyway, whenever like you, again with this plasma cutter, the plasma cutter, it cut skin and everything like that, cut limbs off. You could do it each way, vertical, horizontal, to chop off whichever limb you wanted.
Okay.
And as you, my apologies, and as you, whichever limb you went for,
Start again.
shut, whichever
Sorry.
limb you went for, it would fall off, turn into a different enemy, and scatter and come and get you as well.
Ugh.
And it was so creepy. First time, I just had this like, I think I like.
That's like cutting one head off and another one growing in a way.
Yeah. But I had this like a grenade launcher attachment to one of my guns, and I just threw this like grenade at it, and it exploded, and it just went, and like everything scattered towards me. That is still not dead.
Yeah.
But it was so creepy. It was like all dark. It was one of this like, I don't get scared easy at all.
No, that's
as
true.
you guys know, and this like creeped me out. Yeah,
Cool.
Really creeped me out.
Cool.
It was really good.
I'm
Loved
not.
it.
I'm not a horror fan. Never have been, but I do like horror in games. And when you see, because they like push their boundaries on it with games, because it's a game.
Yeah.
It's like the Mortal Kombat and all that.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just
yeah.
go ridiculous.
It's
So
a bit more immersive than just watching a film. Isn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause you're responsible for
for the action.
what happens.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
That's why I didn't like the first Silent Hill.
Oh,
Did you play that?
That's scary.
oh, Silent Hill.
I got the demo with Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
And played the demo of that, and like when the game was amazing, like for atmosphere and stuff like that. But the bit where you sort of walk through the back alley and then the skinless babies with knives came and
Yeah.
you're like, I was like, done, turn it off.
Skinless babies with knives.
Skinless
Lovely.
babies with knives. Get rid of it. Don't want to know. And then I loved the film. Have you seen Silent Hill, the film?
Yeah, the first one was really good,
Yeah, amazing.
and true. I thought it was
Yeah.
pretty true to the game, which I loved.
I
The
really
second,
liked that
second
camera
one.
angle they did. In the game where there's one scene in the game where you're coming down an alleyway. It's like a right angle alleyway, and the camera follows you that way, comes up to turn, and then follows you back down. And the film did that.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
Reference to the game, like
Yeah,
nice little
yeah,
nod.
no.
It was
Callback.
pretty. It was pretty good to the game, and I really enjoyed I enjoyed the first film. Second film was pretty bad.
yeah.
Right.
Although I did like in the second film, was there that mannequin monster?
The mannequin monster,
That was
which is
really
true to again the games.
good. That was a good fiend.
Yeah.
And they stopped production of the new game, didn't
Yes,
they? Which had Daryl
Right.
from Walking Dead in it, and
Yeah.
Hideo
Yeah,
Kojima,
but-
Metal Gear Solid guy, in charge,
Yeah. Do you know
and
who else?
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro
Who
to do the
Konami
enemies,
stopped
to do the
I don't
Is it
know.
Konami? Is
I
that
don't know
Konami?
the story on that one. Sorry.
Okay.
yeah. Guillermo
Oh,
del
yeah.
Toro is doing the creatures and stuff. Would have
Yeah.
been fantastic.
And then they stopped it. I don't know why. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe it will get back to being
I don't
made,
know.
but I don't know.
Perhaps
Sorry,
they switched
Silent-
over to like a virtual reality
No.
avenue where they'll develop it for that.
Maybe.
Because that would be
Because they've got the stuff.
a dire.
Yeah, Silent Hills and both and Resident Evils, older, not newer.
Hmm.
Resident Evils, the classic Resident Evils, again, absolutely fantastic. I probably could have said them as my favorite games.
Cool. Very nice.
I could easily tell you my top 5, but that's not the question. So you
Shut up, Dale. You're taking enough time.
I've spoken like once.
We need a button for when someone's speaking too
Nice.
long.
Yeah.
We can just.
Yeah.
We'll download the soundboard. We'll get
Yeah.
that.
I'll be in charge of it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
So it'll be you talking.
Hello
all
and
the time.
welcome to Going on too long. Okay, shall I say mine?
Yes, please.
Okay, I was thinking, like you all, like when you were younger and you played a lot of games. So like when I was young, I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot, like you mentioned. And I loved Crash Bandicoot. Always played that to the end, and it was almost nearly Metal Gear Solid. But the only reason why it's not anymore is because of the one that was released recently. And I didn't like Metal Gear 5. I really didn't. It just did not feel like Metal Gear Solid to me. And then other people were saying, yeah, well, it's not meant to be. And that just wound me up because I was like saying,
Because
it's got
it's
the
Metal
title
Gear,
Metal
yeah.
Gear Solid. And you know my thoughts on how annoyed I was. I won't go into it because, I don't know.
Okay,
Just-
fair enough.
so I didn't like that. But the game I come to, which I played last year before, it is fairly recent. It was a PS3 exclusive. It involved zombies. It was The Last of Us. This game, have you guys played it?
Nope.
I've been recommended many times and I
Same.
just haven't bought it for whatever
Right, okay,
reason.
so I won't spoil anything.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
you do,
please
because
don't,
I would never do
'cause I
that.
might.
But this game is amazing. It made, you said about being immersed. Oh my god, I was totally immersed. Like, unbelievably into this game. And I
Put bars up on the window.
well, I played it.
Start holding
I pretty much
babies.
played it on my own in the dark with headphones on because if you want to be immersed, that is the way to do it. And like some of the scenes are so creepy, and you can hear like the zombies or whatever in your headphones, like in the distance, and you just go, "Ooh, this is fun." What separates it apart from other games with me is story. The story is amazing, and as we know, I'm a big film fan, and it was just like watching a film, but being in that film, which is just heaven for me. And it wasn't just like it was a good story. It was a great story. It was just phenomenally good, and it didn't even focus on the zombies, really. They were in the world. It just focuses on these two people trying to survive in the world, and that's what's amazing. I love seeing character development. I love seeing a journey and like seeing the characters towards the end and how they've changed from the beginning. And I, like I said, I've played it many times. I had the opportunity to look at it at different angles, I guess, and seeing them at the beginning, at the end, so many times you spot different things. You're like, oh, they said that, oh, they did this, and I cried loads of times during this game.
Did you?
Fair play.
I absolutely welled up because you connect with these characters so much. There are these scenes that just make you draw Your jaw? Your
Your
jaw.
jaws drop.
Well, if it's that type of game, then yeah.
Your
think
jaw
I'll play it.
dropped to the floor is what I meant.
Whatever.
My
So
drawers
what-
drop.
What is the what's the game play like? First, third person.
It's third person. It's not open world. It is basically set. It's gorgeous. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal.
yeah.
And you basically go from one point to the other. You're touring. You're exploring America
Yeah.
in post-apocalyptic world, and it's
How much of America do you get to see?
quite a
You know,
bit.
different landscapes and stuff.
Yeah, loads. It's really escaped me the names of the
Okay.
cities that they go to now, but they do go. It's not like they go from one city to another in the same state. I'm pretty sure they go to different states.
Right,
Pretty
okay.
sure. And that is why.
Yeah.
And it still resonates to me to this day. I would play it again and again, even though I know exactly what happens. I replayed it with all the upgrades. Again, wanted to complete it as much as I could. I just think it's the best game I've played,
Yeah.
and it's going to take a lot of beating, and I hope the sequel, which I heard they're doing, and there's no official word, will be just as good. I kind of don't want it to happen because it had an ending where it was I was okay with it, but obviously enough to sell more. But because I love those characters so much, I'm going to play it. The second one, no matter what. It could be the most rubbish game ever, but it's Naughty Dog with a studio that do the
Yeah.
thing, and they are brilliant at story. They do Uncharted,
I like Uncharted. Yeah,
and I heard they're good games. I haven't had a chance to play them, so
yeah, they're good.
so
much,
that is my favourite game, and I win.
I would- Not a
Cool.
competition. Yeah, I think I might try and give that a go.
You really should, because you have a PS3, right?
I've got a PlayStation 3, and I've heard people have recommended it to me, and I've seen screen caps because I think wasn't the promo poster or the front cover is like big skyscrapers and overgrown bushes and shit, and
Yep.
you just got a guy on the front like
Yep.
with a girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's correct.
I like the look of it from seeing
And
it, but
would you play it? I know you don't have a PlayStation, but would you play it?
Skene's going, and
Why
he's
don't-
got the game, so it's
Why
actually
don't-
in my house right now. But
one evening we play it.
yeah.
Oh, I'll
'Cause
cry.
I quite, yeah, this is what I want. I just want to film you crying,
Fair play.
and then intersplice it with like stuff that only pussies will cry over. You know, you'll look like a pussy. No, I quite like watching other people play games. So if you want to do that,
Do you like that, do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind it as well.
It's
yeah.
all right.
Back to like last week's one where I was saying my brother would never let me play Mario. I grew up watching him play, so I kind of got comfortable with taking
Right.
a back seat. And there's a couple of games which I doubt he'll admit to, which he wouldn't have completed so easily if it weren't for me
Saying do that.
taking a back seat and being like, "Why don't you try that?"
That is helpful
Nice.
because Beck
Yeah.
does that for me. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, try that instead,"
Yeah, like
because
fresh
it's like,
perspective.
yes, in your perspective, you're so immersed in the game
Yeah, yeah.
again, and they're
Yeah.
they're not as, and they're like, "Oh, I see this," and you're like looking at one point on the screen. Or
Yeah.
no, I get that.
Yeah,
That's cool. I like that.
yeah. Well, yeah, let's do that one night. I'm keen for that.
Sounds good.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
I've got a question then.
Go on,
Are
then.
we done with that topic?
Yeah.
Because this question sort of segues nicely from that.
Okay.
Digital versus hard copies.
Oh,
What's
I like this
What's your preference and why?
Okay.
Because they're coming into more digital
Yep.
downloads for games and things like that. You know, music's had it for years.
get close to the mic for this one. I am all digital.
Okay, yeah.
Hard copy.
Really?
I knew he's going to say that
This is very interesting.
because
'Cause I'm all digital.
yes, that's
Um,
that.
Hey, successful high five.
So
We
for
never
once we
successful.
agree on something.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Okay.
The world
this
is ending.
podcast will implode.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright, well, should I go first then?
does
Yeah,
John
go on.
wanna
Argue,
first?
argue the hard copy because then obviously me and Ollie will probably agree on most
Well,
things.
Yeah, we'll hear the wrong opinion and then we'll give the right.
That's
one.
fine. I've got quite a large selection of DVDs and CDs.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I just think when you have the proper hard copy, you've got everything that's with it. Like I always go for the limited editions or like the double disc or something like that. You know, I always go. I don't just go for the bog standard. If that's the only one that's released, then obviously I will.
Right.
But if there's a special edition, limited edition, anything like that, I would always go for that. So I have all the content that could be shown. I know you could probably just download the extra content anyway, but I just think
So you like it mainly for the extra content and...
Are you
Well-
talking films or games or
both everything. It's just got
anything you can
anything. If
Even-
I could,
Even music?
yeah.
You buy
Well,
CDs.
the thing is, I can't remember the last thing I bought for myself, so I don't buy DVDs, games, CDs anymore.
Selfless.
I don't have the time.
Gotta make time for you.
Yeah, well, my car was the last thing I bought for myself. But yeah, I just always really enjoyed, like, you know, you have it there, and you just see the wall of DVDs I have, you know, and just stuff like that, and it's just like, you look at that, and it's like, oh, what can I choose from this? Whereas if I've just got, like, Netflix on my phone, I'm just like, no. Where I've just got it here, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, it's just...
But what if you saw your hard copy selection on your phone? Would you still go, no?
No, it's really odd, but...
Because, you know, you can arrange it alphabetically if you wanted to on your digital library and stuff like that.
No, I don't. Well, the thing is, I'm a technophobe, ain't I? I've had no input in this apart from speaking, so I'm pretty sure. I'm surprised that hasn't broken by now.
That's true.
My phone.
A note for all listeners: every time Dale's around technology, it does tend to break. And
What happened to your Mac?
it is
the
quite.
reason you can't hear me.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks.
That's what the thing is.
it is quite amusing. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's just
So is that one of the reasons why you like hard copies? Because you're not technologically
advanced.
no technologically minded.
In tune.
Well, no, I like having the physical
Okay.
thing. It's just, you know, I prefer that. It's got, you know, you've got the covers, you've got
Like
got the booklets, you've got
It's
the hard
tactile.
copy disc. You know, it's
You can
it's
feel
probably there.
All right, okay.
I gotta say,
I used to think like
Yeah.
you, and I used to think like that until I've got a TV box, as you know, an
Yeah.
Android TV box, and it is completely. It like, I don't want to sound so cheesy, but it really has changed my life and the
Yeah.
way I just watch things now. I have a whole bookcase of DVDs. I don't use them anymore. If that film is on there, I look for it on the box.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's lazy.
That is, yeah.
It's not. It's
That's
just like it's
laziness.
convenience, and it's
not.
it's better because I have a much high definition quality. So say I have a DVD, there's like a 1080p version of that.
Okay,
It's
so
got better
I
vo-
couldn't give a shit
It's
about
got
1080p.
Well, I could.
I don't even know what that means. I don't care.
Okay. I'm still gonna say actually after that.
Shut up, Chris. Who cares about your 1080p?
Well, I care.
Go on then. What's 1080p?
It's
No, we don't want to know what 1080p
He
is.
said he's
I
gonna
wanna
say
tell
it.
him.
We want to know why you like it.
what 1080p or
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Why you like digital? 1080p. I don't care.
Carry on. He doesn't care.
I know he doesn't.
Go on.
Fine. I won't tell you the.
You'll-
I won't tell you the difference.
You'll watch it on the TV rather than you'll watch it streaming off a TV service
Yeah.
rather than put the DVD in the DVD player.
That is correct.
Laziness.
That's where we were.
Why would you see that as laziness? Because
Instead, you just lift your arm instead of lifting your ass off the settee to go and put it in. Lazy bastard.
whoa, jeez, personal attack.
No, you're right. No, you're right though, because
Who is?
you are.
All right, okay.
You, Chris.
Yeah.
Are right.
1080p.
Because you might have a DVD on the shelf, but you can just download it or get it for better quality off Netflix or something. So why would you go and put old technology in this old technology when you can just watch it better?
Yeah, and correct me if I'm
right
wrong.
now,
You
like-
use Netflix.
I use Netflix for stuff I don't have.
Yeah, but you still.
Well, again, it's because I don't buy anything for myself, do I? So I stay up to date. To be fair, I stay up to date with Netflix. I'm not saying I'm completely against digital.
But you prefer.
But
Okay, fair.
especially if it's something I love. If there's like a show I love, a film I love, something like that, I would have the hard copy.
Again, I used to think like that, and I think maybe I'll get the new Star Wars on Blu-ray, but at the same time,
Blu-ray, Steelbox. I love it. It's wicked.
yeah, they're okay. They're a steelbox. They have nothing in them. They really don't. They just have a fancy cover.
But it's a steel
I think
book.
if you're a collector, if you collect,
I think I
like
am a collector,
know of
or
guy
used to
who
be.
But
collects-
you can collect. You can collect loads of films on something the size.
Oh
of
yeah, so you
that.
go. Yeah,
That's-
look at
that's
this.
why-
Look at my DVD collection, and it's like
Yeah, but that's why
the
digital's
size of
amazing.
the size of your
You've got
thumbnail.
so much space saved. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
plus, my reasoning is, what if there's a house fire? If there's a house fire, I grab my laptop, I've got everything I ever wanted there, right there. All my music collection, my
That's sad.
films. It's not sad.
It's not. It's
Well, to be
convenient.
fair, that's
when
good.
you're sat outside cold because you didn't even bring your blanket out when the house was caught fire, and you're watching all your DVDs burn, I'm going to be there watching Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Oh,
laughing,
well, okay.
laughing it up on my laptop.
If I had to watch Kirby Enthusiasm again, I'd jump into the fire.
Let's put some Curb on right now. Or, if you buy, like, I like Netflix because you just pay one monthly subscription, you get whatever you want off it. But if I really want to own something, I'll buy it off iTunes. And I like that because I've got it on my phone, my laptop. I can just sign into my account and watch anywhere.
That
if I'm
is
flying somewhere
really good.
on a train. You can't
Flying on a train.
You can't if I'm flying somewhere or on a train.
Okay, fair.
God, this is heated.
Yeah. I know.
You can just take it with you. Like you
That
can't take 157 DVDs with you unless you've got like a big fat wallet thing, and that's just.
Can I ask?
Stupid.
It's sort of related. If in a cinema, like the latest release, let's say Star Wars, and I was superly excited for Star Wars, and it was out in the cinema, and it came out on digital download at the same time.
Would you go to cinema?
What would you do?
Cinema.
This question came up today actually because I still haven't seen The Revenant.
Oh, it's amazing.
And I might be going tonight at 10:30, but I might be going by myself.
Very good film.
The other person I asked to go with me said that she just got it on disc, so she got a pirate copy.
Right.
And I was like, I'm sorry, this needs to be seen on a big screen.
So
for certain films,
I saw The Revenant on a small screen.
Yeah.
It was great. Still, it didn't take it out of it for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do it. I think if it's a film I really want to see, I did it for Creed as well. I really enjoyed Creed.
Yeah, I heard that's quite good.
Yeah, it's not a great film, but I love the film because it's like the Rocky.
So you would choose the cinema, is what you're saying?
I would choose the cinema if I really want to see a film. I'll try and see it in the cinema
all the way.
Yeah, rather than I'll watch it. Like if I miss it in the cinema, it's fine.
So they were released at the same time, and you had the option to either download it. You have to pay, but like you said, you're happy to do that.
Yeah.
Or you go to the cinema. You go to the cinema. I'd go for digital. I would go digital download because people at the cinema piss me off. I've had so many bad experiences in the cinema. I have experience of working in the cinema, so you kind of know. Well, we all do. How it should be.
Customers or staff piss you off?
Staff, I don't care. But, well, sometimes I do when they don't tell the customers off who are like in your way. It's just like I went to go see Star Wars for the second time at View, and because I'd already seen Star Wars, I wasn't too bothered by it. But I was with Beck and a couple of friends who had seen it for the first time. They're not as picky as I am, but it was just like loads of kids and adults going back and forth up and down the stairs. I get it; they have small bladders. But it took me out of the experience. Luckily, it wasn't my first time seeing it. I would prefer to digitally download it, HD 1080p, and
what's 1080p?
sit in my chair with my headphones and watch it. And I would happily pay cinema price or Blu-ray price, even if it's rubbish, because I'm in my own cinema, and that's what it should be. Yeah. I think cinema sucks now. Cinema is dead, in my opinion.
In your own cinema.
Yeah, it's fair play.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I think the
I think cinema will die eventually, and I think that is the solution.
I don't know. I don't think cinema will die.
It's too pricey.
It's very pricey.
It doesn't. It's not about cinema anymore. It's not about films. True. It's all about have this giant ass popcorn for £8. It's so rubbish. I don't like the cinema, but and that is not because of my personal experience with the cinema either. Because I go there, I still do, resentfully.
Yeah.
But when I want to see a film, obviously I wanted to see Star Wars. You have to see that first to avoid internet spoilers. Not saying that I could have waited, but if that was released the same time, I would have invited my friend over. We would have watched it. My one friend, and we would have watched it then there. That's my point.
None of us work there anymore, do we?
No, we don't.
So I can quite safely say, fuck Odeon, because they've gone so far downhill. It's unbelievable. That cinema is a shit place now. I used to love working there and going there when, like you said, it was about the films.
Yes.
Like we used to be encouraged to talk to people about what their favourite films were, what they were going to see.
We used to build like all the standees and do the posters, get you excited for them, do promotions and all that.
Things like that. And literally, the reason I quit there was when they introduced the Premiere cards, and they were like, "You've only sold one Premiere card this week," and I was like, "I don't give a shit. I don't want to sell Premiere cards. I want to sell tickets
to see a film, which is what our business is."
Yeah, exactly. So I still go to the Odeon, and like I said, if I want to see a film, really, really see it, I'll see it in the cinema. but the staff in that place are fucking terrible. Not all of them. I've still got friends who work there, but some of them are just fucking atrocious. And like my brother is an avid. He goes
there, doesn't he? Yeah.
Twice a week, yeah.
Twice a week. Even he, I heard the other day, was. I don't know whether what he's saying was considering switching to a different cinema just because the staff are just awful.
What, they don't care, or
They don't care. Some of them are just downright rude. There was one guy a couple of weeks ago. I went and bought a drink off him, and he said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Can I have half Tango and half 7-Up?"
yeah, you always do that, don't you?
Yeah, because it's refreshing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And he scowled at me, and he was like, "I don't know whether I agree with that."
No.
Yeah, honest to God, I've been meaning to make a formal complaint about this prick for ages. Every time I see him, he's rude.
Yeah.
And it's just not. It's not what you want people who come in to pay extortion.
You'll see him tonight. Can I get a ticket for the Reverend? I'm not sure I agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just not a nice experience going in and interacting with the staff.
Feeling
anymore.
judged, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Just,
But
if somebody said... I
do-
had experiences where they wanted all of the drinks. You must have had
Yeah,
that. And I just went,
Bit of everything.
oh, that's weird. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, you
nothing wrong
make
with that,
a joke about it.
Yeah,
but
of course
be
you do.
happy, Be polite. You don't be like, oh God.
Nah,
Yeah.
some of the... I mean, this...
Half and half.
In case anyone is...
Sorry, again,
That's right.
he was like, I'll just charge you for the one though, yeah? And I was like, yeah, I don't want fucking two big cups. Put the same amount of liquid, just split it between the pumps.
Yeah.
Not then.
In case people don't know, me, Ollie and Dale actually did meet in the cinema, which is why we're so passionate about this, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
And it was one of
when
the
we
best
all
jobs I've
I
ever had.
believe you were there. Who was first? You, then Ollie, then
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then, I mean, we all like hang out in a group, and it was the
great.
first
Best
job I
place,
enjoyed,
yeah.
Yeah.
properly enjoyed, and loved the people I worked with,
Mm-hmm.
and that was amazing. And still friends to this day. So that goes to show.
I would go there on days off to watch films.
Yes,
Yeah.
same here. You would. We'd go as a group. Just
exactly.
let's go see this, or go to a staff
We'd,
show.
yeah,
or whatever.
before or after films.
Yes.
Before or after your shift on your days off.
Yeah.
We'd always
But
do
now, I just think it's gone downhill.
So yeah.
The only reason I go there now is for the parking.
Hmm.
Because you can't park anywhere in town for free. So, anyways.
Anyway,
Fair
yeah.
play.
So yeah, I think digital. That was the point.
Yeah,
Awesome.
fair play.
Okay, well, I think we covered that pretty
Yeah,
well. Let's shake things up a bit and do that game that Dale suggested.
Alright, cool. So, yeah, basically I
Who wants to explain it?
I didn't have didn't have many ideas for some questions, and so me and my girlfriend Kirsty were just texting on our phones, and basically when you press the what is it, autocorrect or no,
Predictive
predictive text. There's that game.
I recommend anyone try this. It is fun.
There's that game when you press either like the middle or the end predictive text, and
Yeah.
it builds up a story of what you text most.
Yes.
So we started doing that,
from
and
your personal dictionary.
yeah, it was just really funny.
Okay, so
was really
how many
funny.
words? How many words are you going to do? Because we should.
I
all...
had a full script.
You had a
because
Jesus.
I basically done it until it started repeating itself.
Okay.
Okay, and it went
Can you
on
do
for
this?
quite a while.
I've dabbled, but I haven't done anything. I'm good. Let's just do your two.
So
No, I want to hear yours, Al.
mine,
It's not going to be anything anyone's interested in.
I'm interested.
It'll probably get me
You
interested.
got one person now.
yeah.
Check it first. If
Yeah.
you think it's bad, then that's fine. Go on, Dale.
Okay,
read
so-
your story.
It because there's no punctuation, it sounds awful.
Yeah, of course.
And there's no full stops, so I'm going to try and do it as one thing as I can. It even has a picture of a car in there. So basically,
Predictive text gives
has
you
gave me a picture. Yeah. Okay, so it starts with, haha, I like the sound of that. Over the next few years, back and relax and enjoy your holiday in a sec. Ago, I had a very nice time, my gorgeous girl, in a bit longer to get some music industry. I am filling out the day South Wales with guys who is the most popular.
It's me.
And we can go in and near. See you later in your life and go out the garage. I have a week in the kids. I have a week, sorry. I have a week, and the kids can't wait to have a look when you are free from defects. At the same time as I am still coughing, but the only thing is in the car. The original for now, and let me down. The gym or not, you can also do a lot to me that can make a decision on this site is guilty.
Nice.
What the hell? That and
I love
basically
it.
I started it after that, and it started repeating itself.
Who came up with this game?
It was going on Facebook for a while, and then
So I just go duh, 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 duh,
yeah.
duh.
So I just started just flick,
Yeah,
and
okay.
it just made a story until it starts repeating
All
itself.
right, I'll make one now, and then
It was just it was so funny. I carried it on, and I tried different ones as well. It's so weird. I've never talked about South Wales in text, so I don't know where that came from. I've never asked who the most popular is.
I think it.
It puts it into
It uses the data that's on your phone and the data that you've already written in the sentence previous to give you the next word that it thinks you could possibly want to use.
yeah. But like
You'd be
the
worrying
kids are
if
looking
things came
forward
up
to
like-
it when you are free from defects. What the hell? The hell? That is so
Perhaps
weird.
You've been googling some fucked up shit, then.
Not at all, mate.
And now
So we'll go for Keegan's now. Yeah, that's really.
mine would be flat Earth spiritual nonsense.
Yeah.
That's all I put in.
You do Neil's now then. That's why it's taken a while. But yeah, it's just a funny game. I was like
All right.
in tears when
I
it first
think I've
came
done a
out.
shorter one, but
Go for it.
here this is the script. Here.
Well, that's pretty much
It's not
what it's
bad.
saying as
Okay, here's mine. On my way to get the cheapest prices on and on the box, and click it on it now, and then we get the best time to see the northern part in the pod until 2, and we will see you in a couple more than happy for you, XXX. To the next couple of years, and over and above all good things about it was a link between the 31st and the 4th and 5th of March. To the next couple of years, and over and above of the UK for a while. Sorry, this is so weird.
Yeah.
For a while to get to know about this, and the show blocked sources of information about your experiences with others, in my opinion. The best day with these guys are the details of the rings.
What? That's so weird. I think it's hard to say because there's no punctuation.
Yeah.
It sounds like you
And it's the
are
first time I'm reading it.
Yeah,
so
yeah. But it's nonsense.
That's
And I just find it quite funny what your phone thinks that
What it saves,
it's correct.
yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to try it then or no?
Go on. I want to hear a little bit at least.
Yeah.
I'm trying to quickly Google Romeo and Juliet and pretend that that's on my phone. It's not going to work. No, I won't do it.
Oh, go on.
No, I just think it'll be the same.
Go
It'll
on,
be
just do
similar
it.
stuff.
Just it's just weird.
I think he's scared.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do I do? 1,
So-
2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It was like the first 20 of the middle button or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that is exactly what you
Would go for.
would go for next or something like that.
Right.
But I decided to go from side to side.
I've just done 4 lines.
Yeah.
It's a brief one.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be. Can I say it poetically?
Of course.
I don't have to go out and get the best. Of all the way, it is not an option for me. To be in the morning is the only way. The game and a few days, and it was the only.
Oh, that sounds.
That's it.
That actually sounds
Do you know
really
what?
good as a poem.
I was
Yeah.
moved.
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had said mine as a poem, would it have worked?
Can I? Well,
Go for it.
Can we try an iambic pentameter?
What?
You know what iambic pentameter is?
No,
It's an
clue.
English term for poetry.
Jesus.
What?
Do you know what it is?
No.
Iambic pentameter, I believe this is right. I might be wrong. Feel free to fact check this if you want to. is a verse which has 10 syllables in each line,
Okay.
and you go. The way we were always taught in school is if you say it like. Da-da, 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 da-da,
Okay.
da-da, da-da, da-da. Shut up! I should have done that on both of y'all. Both of y'all.
Should have done that on both of y'all.
So iambic pentameter would be, haha, I like the sounds of that over the next few days,
Over.
the next few years back and relax. I fucking can't do it. It's hard. I'm not Shakespeare. I'm not
Well
Infinite
done.
Monkeys in a
Well
room
done.
with typewriters,
Oh,
alright? I
God.
can't do this shit.
Over. It's like that Cards Against Humanity where my brother did. Teaching a robot to love.
Teaching a robot to love. There you go then.
Very nice.
Yeah. Well done.
That was
yeah.
a fun little game. It's different than what we usually do.
Well, yeah, I didn't really have questions, but I was going to do it
Over.
from some of the questions that have been given to us. But
Go on then. Should we end on this one? Because it's quite a good. It might spark a good debate.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really want to end tonight.
Aww.
I have to go. It's my mother's
What?
birthday today.
So,
Happy birthday, Mum.
happy birthday, Mr.
Love you.
Brian.
This is
Yeah.
Dale. Happy birthday.
So, bring it around.
Cool. Oh,
So, the
so we can do a podcast. Okay. So who is this from? This was
from my good friend Rachel.
Cool. And this one was. Do you think social media has a positive or negative effect on lives?
Hey, hello.
My next question
Social
is
media. There you go.
Okay. I think. Well, we usually go in that kind of clockwise.
Yeah,
It
so-
seems like we're going that, but I want to hear his view as well. Like, go.
Who's going first?
Because he's not on Facebook and stuff.
Who's
so,
going
like,
first? Me?
You go first.
Okay. Well, it's sort of a cheat answer, but it is both.
Okay.
If I were to pick one or the other, I would say positive. You
Yeah.
can't have the positive without the negative. I mean, it's just that's life. But when you think about it now, social media, it's become so huge, and we wouldn't be doing this really if there wasn't social media. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
consider that, because Twitter. I mean, we post things. Well, I post things for us on Twitter, and that helps. And we're on SoundCloud, we're on iTunes. That is all social media related. As far as if you wanted to talk about the main social media stuff, like Facebook. I mean, Facebook, I would say, used to be the main. Maybe not as much anymore. Though I reckon there are the main three is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Correct me if I'm wrong. And, and YouTube.
Would you class YouTube as
That's
social media? I would.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
You don't think so?
No,
Why?
because I don't use it as social media. I use it as information.
Okay.
So
But people do connect via YouTube and stuff like that.
I think
Keep
they
going, 'cause
post the
my
videos
answers-
from YouTube on a social media
Yeah.
site.
Okay,
sort of
so
yeah.
Facebook is the main one. I used to use that a lot. I don't use it as much as I do the other two, Twitter and Instagram now. But it may be annoying. I mean, I'll get the negative stuff out the way first, like when people repost articles that that you're not interested in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like saying one like will, cure this kid from cancer. It is like that. And it's, it's
okay.
annoying. And is that one going around recently? Be Like Bill. Have you guys seen the Be Like Bill one? God, how do you keep away from these things?
He's
Fair
not
play.
on Facebook, and I don't care.
No, fair play to you because
Just doesn't care, man. Don't care.
I think that's my tagline. I just don't care.
Dale just doesn't care.
If I don't need to care about it or worry about it, I really don't.
Well, no. Okay, fair play. So you would say I'm more socially media man than you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
good.
you're on all three,
I am on all three.
I am not.
I'm on all four. If you
Oh,
count
YouTube,
if you count
okay.
YouTube, we're on YouTube. Hi.
Yeah.
So Facebook can be annoying, but it is good because you do what?
Nothing. I
Yeah.
just had a funny little thing, but I won't say it.
Okay.
It's not that fun.
You do see like your life, your history. So like pictures of my wedding are still on there, and it's nice to have a memory like that. And I use it for the main purpose of keeping up to date with what people are doing. That is mainly what I do, and it is nice to know because yes, it can be quite bad when they're like, "Oh, why are they doing that?" When I invited them out the other day, and but I don't have many friends like that I really care about.
Want to see it.
Exactly, yeah. If I want to see you guys, obviously I'll just text you or whatever. But as far as like keeping up with family, keeping up with old friends and stuff like that, I just think it is a nice tool.
Yeah.
I don't use it to its extent when it comes to games, and again sharing all these links. I do like to share links myself, particularly our podcast and other stuff. And Twitter, I don't know. I like Twitter, but I wish more people listen to me. It does seem to be more of a popularity thing now with celebrities rather than just regular people. Celebrities did kind of take it over. And I remember first hearing about Twitter from Stephen Fry, my dinner guest.
Yeah.
And
No, this was over dinner, I guess.
yeah.
cool.
But it was an interview with him, and he
You had
said,
an interview with him?
I did have an interview with him. I wish. And he was talking about Twitter, and I looked at that and I went, "Oh, that's pretty good." And I got into it, but it's become more and more popular with celebrities, which I think helps. But again, I'm on Twitter with 3 different accounts because I want to try and get my name out there. You know, we're on Twitter right now. We have 150 something followers.
Nice.
Which is pretty good.
Nice.
Something binged.
We're being binged. It's an hour.
Fine.
Cool.
Is that what it means?
And Instagram, I love. Because I love taking pictures and I've always liked photography. And that's good for sharing with people. But again, taken over by celebrities and hashtags. Hashtags are quite annoying, but then again, how are you going to find images? So I think it's positive. There are negative, but overall, I think it's very
It's a
positive,
positive. Okay,
and it is the future. God knows where it's going to go.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm no entrepreneur. I don't know what's going to happen, but will it get bigger? Will Facebook eventually go?
MySpace is gone.
I think it will. Not for a long time, but I think it will go.
It just made noises for
Yeah.
the last 10 minutes.
So that is my thoughts.
Cool. Fair play.
It comes with negative, but overall, I believe it is positive because of all the things we managed to do with it.
Yeah.
So, who's next?
Okay, well, I suppose it depends on how you use social media and what for. I wouldn't class YouTube as social media at all.
Okay.
Because I don't use... The way I use it is purely to just find stuff that I want to watch and watch it. So it's...
Excuse me. Sorry.
Bless. No, not bless you. I'm not religious. There's no one to bless you.
Bless me.
I purely use YouTube because I will... So it is very me using that service rather than me interacting with other people through that service. So I wouldn't class that as social media. That's just a medium.
What
that
about
I-
people leaving comments on the video?
I like reading them because they're...
Yeah, but that's social.
I like
People
reading,
meet
like-
through those comments. That's social
Yeah,
media.
but I don't use it as social media.
Okay.
So
You don't class it yourself?
No. I don't get involved in any of that stuff. I like reading all the hatred that people post underneath, and I think it's funny when people say stupid shit. So I don't class YouTube as social media. I got off Facebook about 2 years ago, and it was one of the best things I've ever done in my life because...
I had one incident where I thought I would quit
Yeah.
it recently because of all the crap I saw, and then I figured out how to just get rid of it.
I don't see the point in Facebook. Like, I don't have a big extended family or friends overseas that I need to keep in touch with. I can see why it would be a good thing to do that, because if you are living in a different continent to someone else and you want to see what they're doing,
Yeah.
it can be hard to stay in touch, so Facebook's a good thing for that. But, yeah, so I don't have Facebook. I loved Twitter for a long time as well, and then I got off that, and that was the best thing I've ever done since quitting Facebook.
I don't understand Twitter.
Yeah, like, again, I think...
Please follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, I think if you're promoting like a business or a character, or like you said, celebrities use it to promote themselves, then it can be handy because people.
But for
want it.
your
But
personal
for me,
use doesn't really matter.
Who the fuck cares what I had for dinner?
Oh,
Nobody.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
You know?
Why would you need to do that?
No, I don't.
By the way, I had
just
for dinner today. It was
I
really
see it as
good.
a...
It was
I see
no one cares.
I see it...
exactly.
I don't care.
That's my tagline.
I see it as a diary, in a sense, and like...
Yeah, like
It is
other
quite.
people
It
to
is
read,
quite
though.
cringeworthy as well when you look back on some of this. I have over 15,000 tweets. I know that's crazy. That's my personal account,
Yeah.
and I do like looking at what I'm just thinking. Oh, I wrote that, but then again, I'm like, oh, I remember that, and then I watched like a video that related to what I watched or wrote. Sorry. So I think it's quite handy for that. But I know what you mean. No one really listens to me. I've only got like 200 followers.
Like, with all due respect,
Yeah.
why does anyone care what
What you've
me,
just
or,
done.
Yeah, have to say.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if there have been any celebrities that have come out to Twitter, as in like they're famous because of their tweets. I'm not sure.
I think there are. Again, I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast quite a lot, and he interviewed a girl last week that is famous because she started a comedy Twitter account. So people started reading her tweets and liking it, and now she's developed it into a career of being a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's useful for if you want to use it that way. But I don't like any of it, except for Instagram. Instagram I love.
But yeah,
and again,
same. I
it's
think we're all the
because-
positive of that.
Yeah. I don't see that as people looking for... Look at me, listen to me. I'm sure there are people...
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
there
I was
sure
going to
they're
say.
not.
Look at me,
I was going to
but,
say.
Like, feel free to follow me on Instagram or look me up. It's at Ollie Rosser if you want to see pictures of the same sunset taken 50 million different ways.
And the dog.
and
But
the
to be
dog.
fair, your photos are really nice.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what I like about Instagram, is that it's not people trying to get, at least the people I like to follow and people I would hope like to see my
Yeah.
stuff. It's not looking for validation of like, oh, you're hot, or you're this, or you're that. It's just, I like to post nice pictures that I like. And the thing that I really dislike about it is as soon as I put a picture up, I'm checking for people who've liked it.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like that I do it. I don't like that.
Because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I like the photo. I've put it up. But I think
Your favourite photo could have no likes, but you still
exactly. But I think the whole social media thing is developing an attitude of wanting instant gratification of people, and I think that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I think people are getting more disconnected than connected.
Well, it's the whole thing of...
we could be doing this over Skype if we wanted to.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you wouldn't have the same feel. It wouldn't be as interesting to look at each other's faces. Not that I particularly care for either of your faces.
Thank you. It's really kind
But
of you.
it wouldn't be the same.
It's getting worse, this guy.
Yeah.
So Facebook no, Twitter no. I think they're... I'm sure you could use them for positive things, but the majority, I think, is heading in a dangerous trend of disconnectedness. And you hear stories all the time of people... For one thing, I went to visit an old media studies teacher in school the other week, and she was explaining to me that a lot of boys in sixth form now are struggling with depression, and they're linking that to social media because basically people on social media will put up highlights of their life, and then other people will see that and compare those highlights to their life that they're not feeling so good about, which just widens the gap between how they think they should be and how they are feeling. I think it's heading in a dangerous place, and I used to really enjoy it. Do you remember when I was on Facebook and I had the wellness group thing?
Yeah.
That was a positive thing I enjoyed because it got a few people together to talk about an interesting subject, which is getting healthy.
Yeah.
But all the nonsense of Facebook, and I was prone to it myself. I would post up, I've had a bad day, and who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. Talking about that shit perpetuates the badness of the day. So yeah, I don't like it.
There you go.
No, it's fine.
Really, I'm quite adverse to social media at the moment. I don't like it at all.
Okay, Dale.
Again, it's quite mixed, really. This will be the last one. Quite mixed. I don't understand Twitter. I never will. Don't care. Sorry, I keep saying that. So that's a no. Instagram I love. Again, it's just because you could just post anything, and then if someone, posts the same type of thing, you can just like it. There's no you don't have to follow it up and stuff. You don't have to be best friends and stuff like that. It's just.
Do you care about the likes like Ollie or not?
When they go on my phone, I check them, but I'm not waiting for the thing.
Okay.
I'm ashamed to say I do.
I do a lot of my.
I go back
stuff.
now and then to see.
Yeah, I refresh.
Do you?
Sometimes,
Wow.
I don't.
That's something I wish I wouldn't do.
Yeah. I do a lot of, my fitness stuff, and that is just I don't know. So I see a lot of people doing their fitness things, and I just like to show what I do. Because I do dodgeball, and I go for jogs and stuff like that. So I just anyone that's interested in that, if they get a bit of, I get motivation and positive stuff from other people. So I thought I'll contribute to that. But that's all I do that for. Yeah. I don't want the, oh my god, that's really cool and stuff like that. I don't care about that.
You appreciate it, but
I appreciate
you don't
it.
do
That's
it for
great,
it.
yeah. But I don't need to. I don't. I can just go up to your face and say, hey, I'm awesome. It just it doesn't really matter. Facebook. I left Facebook for a while because of incidences, which I won't come on because I will go into a different subject. But I
Cyberbullied.
stalked.
Okay.
Not cyber stalked either. I just left it, and I wasn't connected anymore in work when I was still working for the previous company. People would go, oh, so you coming out tonight then? What's tonight? And they're like, we're all going out for so-and-so's birthday. He's like, well, no one told me. Well, it's on Facebook. You were invited. Well, I wasn't invited because I'm not on Facebook. And why can't people just talk?
Assume that you're on?
Yeah, why can't people just talk to each other? Hey, next week it's so-and-so's birthday. You fancy coming out?
Yeah.
Not messaging on Facebook and then don't talk about it until that night. I didn't have a clue. So basically, I was left out of a lot of stuff. Nights out or... Yeah. Just something like that. So I did get it back, and I went to a private-ish type profile then. But
trust me, it's never.
No, I know. That's why I said ish. But yeah, it's just I don't like how you have to rely on some things.
Mm-hmm.
But again, on the other side, I do like if it's a family member or friend that I haven't seen for a while. Because like Matt lives in Oxford, my brother lives in Oxford, so don't chat to him much unless over a few texts. But if I like seeing what he's done, so we post on Facebook and stuff. So
Exactly. My brother and sister-in-law live away.
yeah,
And they have 2 kids, and they update pictures of them now and then. So that's nice to see them grow up.
exactly. Yeah. So it's a mixture. So is it positive? I think can be. But as you've said, with the cyberbullying, there's so much cyberbullying out there, and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram all can affect these as well. So it's negative with positive.
So you're
in
leaning
there
more
as well.
towards
It's-
negative than positive.
It's really hard.
Well, I think everyone should just fucking grow up. Nobody
Well,
needs...
yeah.
So you think
Well, no,
negative.
that's the thing.
You're saying
okay.
100%.
Strong negative.
Okay.
For when I use Facebook for group chats,
Yeah.
like well, we don't do it on this. We do WhatsApp for this,
Yeah.
but like my brother Stag do. We're in a Facebook group. If we didn't have that, it would be really hard to contact everyone. So I use it for groups. Again, posting stuff like my fitness stuff on there,
Yeah.
but I don't. I find the comments funny and stuff like that. I don't really care about them that much. But if you have a look through my profile, I've never put like, I can't remember if I have, but it's like, oh, I've had a shit day, or
Fact.
I used
you
to,
know-
but I'd never do that
no,
anymore.
yeah, okay, maybe I have done, but that was so long ago. I never
Maybe,
post anything.
maybe it is
except
an age
for-
thing. I mean, we are a lot older than
Yeah.
we used to be, and I used to post stuff like that, and
Yeah.
we know when incidents got me fired from
Yeah,
a
yeah,
job,
yeah.
so oops. So, yeah, I would never do that again. But I would like to actually experiment. I might do this, actually, even if you guys don't care, because you probably don't. But
Okay.
I will not go on Facebook for a week.
Yeah.
And see, because you said it's the best thing you ever did. What if I just delete it off my phone for a week and see if I get on without it?
Well, crack on. I think this is...
That's
the
quite an
thing,
interesting experiment. Like I could do it from tonight until next.
Like,
Till next podcast.
But I can only go on it on the computer, or would I have to give it up cold turkey?
Cold turkey.
give it
Ooh.
a cold turkey, man. Like my philosophy.
How am I gonna promote
of
us?
late- Well, this is the thing. It's used, like I said,
Get
it's
Becky
useful
to.
if you're promoting things. Like, obviously, you want to reach a wide audience, you can do that.
Hmm.
But personally, and this is like a mantra, not a mantra, a motto that I've come to believe in, is the more stuff you've got, the more stuff you've got to worry about. And that's what
Yeah, that's
Facebook
true.
and Twitter became. It was like, what's going on? What's going on? I don't care. I just
Yeah.
don't care.
But
But that
it is good
is-
for some updates in the world. I mean, like, when it comes to either like tragic events or like happy events, like David Bowie dying and Alan Rickman dying, that is
But then you get...
helpful, I guess. It's maybe the wrong word to use, but like, and you're like, oh, shit.
But I knew anyway, and I'm not on it. You know,
Yeah, the news says that.
these bits of information still get through to
Maybe it's the
the disconnect.
need to find out first. I don't know. Yeah.
Alright.
But
I
like
don't-
with
yeah.
the whole Paris attacks and stuff,
Yeah.
and then everyone had the Paris flag over their face.
Right.
Why?
You're not doing anything.
Yeah, why?
You're not doing anything.
I didn't do that, but
I don't
we better
understand.
tread carefully there.
I just don't understand why there's this huge need to show like global support for this one incident that's happened when there's countless other shit that's going on in the world. Nobody's got pictures of African starving children superimposed over their face every single day. It bothers me to see this en masse social media like.
I think no.
we've
It's
gotta-
just it's
we've
a
gotta give-
following. It's a
We've got to give a prayer.
Yeah.
Give a prayer. Fuck off.
Well, no, it's one person that
sorry.
does it, and then it's a trend. It's not.
Yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
it's a global like united thing. It's a trend.
Yeah. Oh, and then it becomes to a thing where you haven't got the flag over your face. Do you not feel bad about
Yeah.
it? Fuck off. I'll feel how I feel.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do. Leave me out of it.
I felt bad about that.
Yeah,
There's nothing I can
yeah.
physically do. So
No.
Yeah, I felt bad, obviously. I didn't put
Yeah.
a flag over my thing because, again, I don't think it does any good.
No.
I think the intentions are good, but then it goes on to people just doing it
yeah, but there was no like
for
reason
doing
of
its
money.
sake.
Yeah,
There's no reason of money. If it was
Yeah, but it
put,
does-
put a flag over it and chip in
Donate.
£2, £1 to it, I probably would have done that.
Or pay a pound
this-
and get the flag privilege. No problem.
So, like, The ice
But if they
bucket.
had to
So
pay-
like the ice bucket
I did
challenge.
the ice bucket
I did the
challenge.
ice bucket, and I
Yeah.
donated a £5. I
Yeah.
remember that.
I did.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it you do the ice bucket challenge or you donate some money?
Oh, I did both.
I did both.
I did
Because
both. What's the point?
Exactly. I'm just going to chuck a bucket of water on myself because I'm cheap.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give
I
any
thought
money
it
to
was-
ASL.
I thought you had to do both.
ASL? That's age
JLS.
Do you remember ASL? On ASL?
Yeah.
ASL?
Hi, ASL.
15 male Barry. But yeah, no, I'm your best friend. We were in school all day. Anyway, so yeah, social media, I'm not a fan of. I don't like it. I think everyone.
So you
should
think
keep-
negative. Dale's mostly negative, but it has some positive things. I
Yeah.
do think it's positive overall.
Yeah, I think mind your own business.
I think I
This is my-
I think I don't care what you've just had for food. If
No.
you've just got out the shower, I
Now-
really couldn't care.
Saying that, I know I put a lot of pictures up of smoothies and juices. And
No,
stuff
but
like
that- again,
But
that's
this is the hashtag thing. Are you saying hashtags are not useless, but you don't like them, or
They
you think
they
there's-
too. I hate use. I hate hashtags no one's ever going to search for.
Yes.
So like,
Oh, the ones where it's like,
well, it's just like some words like having a bad day.
Yeah.
No one's going to search that, or just like I'm not going to read some because some of them are awful.
Yeah.
Next week we'll find the stupidest hashtags.
Oh, I like that.
And then we'll put some up. But I'm all for hashtags as long as your photo relates to the
Exactly.
hashtag.
Yeah.
You do
So-
sunset and clouds. You write
Yeah.
sunset and clouds. That's what
Well,
I do.
I take pictures of Dexter, who's my Vizsla. Vizslas are a popular breed of dog, so I'll tag it Vizsla. So
Exactly.
other Vizsla owners
Exactly.
can
Yeah.
go and-
Same for pug. Same
Exactly.
for
Exactly.
sausage dogs. Whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
I agree with you on that one. But
So-
pointless hashtags, I
Oh.
can't stand.
What
there's
is
those
the
like
use?
really really long ones.
Yeah,
like
yeah. No one's going to search for that.
yeah, it's not going to create.
But they do
another
come in
hashtag.
handy when because we created a hashtag for my wedding,
Yeah,
and then we searched for
Right.
that hashtag, and then obviously you got the whole thing
Yeah.
because obviously no one's gonna. We made such a hashtag, no one's going to search for. So it comes in handy for that. But yeah, pointless
Yeah,
ones I
we've
can't
got
stand.
like for businesses again. Like we'd have a hashtag for this. Like for my company, Go Away. Well, not my company, but the company I work for, Go Away.
Big boots.
You know, it's a hashtag. It's a hashtag Go Away Cardiff. You know, and it's just like
Yeah,
they are
no, yeah.
useful, but when they're useful.
Yeah.
You know, so promoting a company or like for your wedding, you know, put it all into one location,
Exactly.
not the pointless ones. I completely agree with that.
Can I just say a joke because I always forget to tell you this when you're here. Basically, so this is when you got the job at Go Air, the
Yeah.
trampoline park. Go there, it's great. There you go. That's my plug.
Thank you.
Um,
It's really good.
But I told Beck, and I went, Dale's got a new job. She went, oh, cool. What's he doing? I went, Go where? And she went, Go where? And she looked so confused. She went, Go where? And it just,
Go where?
I cracked up. I just thought it was so funny.
Go
Oh, go where? Go where?
Yeah.
She's gonna love me for this. But no.
Go Away trampoline back.
We need to get them to sponsor us. We need sponsors now.
Yeah. I love the place. It's so much fun.
I want some.
We need to go back as well, guys.
I want
Yes,
some free
absolutely.
stuff.
Break my back again.
Free
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah,
Basketball
and
champ.
try fitness.
Can I just say how annoyed I am that you've written on that pad upside down?
I haven't.
You have.
Oh yes, I'm left-handed because no, that doesn't make a
That
difference.
infuriates me. I just want to
Nope.
kind of show it to the camera just to see. He's written upside down on it. And
Upside
the
down.
rings should clearly be at the top.
Yeah.
Infuriates.
Yeah, I did wonder, but it didn't infuriate
Why
me.
does?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh
Because-
yeah, Mr. OCD over
Yeah.
here.
I'll always,
We all have OCD.
the
Okay.
kids in work, because I work with kids, will like when it's lunchtime they'll be like, "Open my crisps, open this." If any one of them open it with like the Skips logo upside down, fuming. Can't handle it. I'm just
Okay, I
a bit
don't-
OCD with stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
and
like
everyone's
things-
got
I like
OCD.
things to be
We're
neat
going
and-
into different subjects.
I
We should
know.
just stop it now. But everyone has OCD. It's just different strains of.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's one.
Because I have OCD.
like not infuriates me to the point where I'd be like,
I
Fuck
quit.
you.
Yes.
How
Change it now,
How
yeah.
fucking dare you do that? I'm not going to rip it out your hands and make you start again, but
Yeah.
I just noticed it and
Sorry.
it's fine.
Anyway, should we call it there?
Yeah, let's call it.
Okay. Thank you very much for listening. We hope you
Cheers,
enjoyed.
guys.
I already said follow us on iTunes and YouTube, Twitter, or Backline Podcast. And any final thoughts?
Any questions?
What?
Can go for it.
No, you.
Any
No.
thoughts? Oh, I thought you said
No.
like any thoughts
What
or any. I said any questions. You know. put
Anything.
them in.
Well, if you got any questions, please
What are
leave them.
your final thoughts, though?
My final thoughts are: I enjoyed it, and I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ollie?
No final thoughts.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so goodbye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.